and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites from January and February. I have a perfume to talk to you about, I have several makeup items to talk to you about, and a few skincare products. Obviously, I have been really loving all of these products or they would not be in this video, so I'm super excited to talk to you about all of them. I'm going to start with the perfume, and that is this gorgeous solid perfume from Diptyque. It is called L'Eau Papier, and I spoke about this perfume in a recent perfume chat. And speaking of perfume chats and perfume in general, I did mention this in a previous video that I was thinking about starting a second YouTube channel that was going to be dedicated only to perfume, and I have decided to do that. So I've started a second channel. I'm going to post my first video on Wednesday after this post. So I would love it if you all could go over to my second channel and subscribe over there. I would absolutely love the support. So if you are interested in perfume, if you want to hear more perfume reviews, if you want to take deep dives with me into my perfume collection, please do pop over there to subscribe. But anyway, in the perfume chat that I did over here on this channel, I did a deep dive into this perfume, the solid version of L'Eau Papier. And just as an aside, when I did that review, I had not yet purchased the EDT. I was kind of on the fence about if I would do that. And I did indeed get the EDT because I am just so in love with this perfume. So in the near future, I will be reviewing the EDT over on my second channel. So another reason to subscribe to my channel over there, because if you are interested in my thoughts on the EDT of this perfume, go ahead and subscribe over there so you won't miss that future review. But anyway, back to the solid of the L'Eau Papier. So as you probably can guess, L'Eau Papier revolves around imagery of paper. And in the solid, what I was saying in my previous review is, for me, the solid really revolves around the inky notes that might be conjured up for you around paper. That is what I really get from the solid, more so than the rice notes and the sesame notes that people talk a lot about in the EDT. This for me is more about dark inky notes, especially in the top. And then as it evolves, it really turns into this beautiful mimosa perfume that I absolutely adore. As I mentioned in that previous review, for me, mimosa is kind of hit or miss. Most of the time it can be a miss for me because mimosa is just not a note that I tend to get along with. Sometimes it can be kind of sharp. I mentioned it can be kind of screechy for me, and I might like it for a little while and then I get a little bit fatigued by it. With this one, it is beautiful the whole way through. I really love the mimosa and how they rendered it in this perfume. There's also a really lovely vanillic quality to it. Vanilla is not listed in the notes, but I definitely get vanilla in here. And I've also really been enjoying layering it with a vanilla perfume underneath it. So what I'll do is take a light vanilla perfume and then put this on top of it, and it's just so beautiful. So I really have fallen in love with L'Eau Papier. Now I do want to mention that this is limited edition. I don't know how much of this they have in stock. When I did my first review of this, it was out of stock on the Diptyque website. Now I do see that it is back in stock. It is also in stock on the Nordstrom website. So I'm not too sure how long this is going to be around. Do what you will with that information, but if you are interested in it, you might want to grab it sooner than later. Now moving on to makeup, I have mentioned here and there in some previous videos how much I have really been loving Typology. So I really felt like I needed to make mention of the Typology Tinted Serum in this video because I have really been loving this so much. I really have to give a shout out to one of my viewers here that commented about how much they really love this product. So thank you so much for tipping me off onto this. Now I will say I don't think this is the perfect color match for me. It was really hard for me to decide which color to get. I ended up getting T10. I think it's a pretty good match, but it is a little bit on the peachy side, I would say. So I don't think it's necessarily too light for me, but I don't think it's the perfect color match for me in terms of my olive tone skin. So what I've been doing to help the situation out a little bit is adding a pump of the Mario Bronzing Serum. Now I know this has a much longer name than that, but I call it their bronzing serum just to keep things simple. So I'll show you in a cutaway here of me applying this to my face. So you'll see I take a dropper full of the tinted serum, the Typology Tinted Serum, and a pump of the Makeup by Mario bronzing, what did I call it? The bronzing serum. Mix it in the palm of my hand, just like I would a a lotion or a tinted moisturizer, and then I just apply it all over my face, basically like a lotion. Now on my face, I already did have some concealer on. I had the Tower 28 Serum Concealer already on my face, but otherwise I have a totally bare face. And then sometimes I'll buff it out, sometimes I don't, just sort of depends how I'm liking the look of it. But typically I will take a fluffy brush, which is almost always the It Cosmetic dual-sided brush, and I just kind of buff it out a little bit. So you'll see me doing that here. And I really love the coverage that it provides. It is all that I have on my face right now in terms of makeup coverage. I don't have anything else on my face except for a little bit of powder under my eyes, which you're going to see in just a moment. But overall, I absolutely love this combination. Both of these are favorites over these past couple of months. I really am liking the Makeup by Mario Bronzing Serum. Now, in terms of it being compared to the Skin Enhancer, which is in the pan, I like them for different reasons. Now, I like the one in the compact more as a conventional bronzer. I will use that after I have all my makeup on, and then I go around my face to warm up my face like I would a regular bronzer. This one I am using in this particular situation, adding it to a foundation, you know, the tinted serum from Typology, or using it on a bare face underneath a tinted moisturizer if I feel like I need to liven up my face, if it needs some warmth, in a similar way as I use the Say Glowy Super Gel. So obviously both of these are huge favorites of mine over these past couple of months. And since we are talking about Typology, I do want to make quick mention of their lip oil. I have the color Powder Pink, and I have found myself reaching for this lip oil a lot. This color is very, very pale. It's almost more like a clear lip gloss, lip balm type of product. It has squalane, jojoba oil, and vitamin E, and I really love the packaging. I feel like it's just that simple elegance, and I like the applicator a lot. So the color is really sheer. So you can see a little bit of a peachy pink, but as you kind of sheer it out, it becomes really sheer. So not a lot of color payoff, but a very, very pretty sheen that is not over the top. And I really love how it feels on the lips. It's not a thin lip oil. I would say it's more of a lip oil, lip balm. It feels very nourishing. It feels very moisturizing on the lips. It's not quite as thick as the Eadem lip balm that I am so in love with, but I still really like it a lot. Like I said, I'm reaching for it a lot. And when I want just a tiny little hint of a peachy pink lip gloss, this is what I'm reaching for. And it has quickly become a favorite over these last couple of months. Now, before I dive into some other lip products, I do want to talk about some other favorites that I do also have on my face today. And one of them is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Candy. And this is one of those pink powders. And I have a cutaway of me applying this today. And in this cutaway, I am applying this powder on top of the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. And I am applying this a little more liberally than I normally would so that you can see on camera what the pink powder actually looks like. So normally I would just apply one light layer of this powder, but as you'll see in the cutaway, I'm actually applying 2 layers of this so that you can really see what the pinkness looks like on my skin. And over these last couple of months, to my surprise, I've actually found that the pink powder really does meld into my skin very, very nicely. I feel like on my olive tone skin, my light to medium olive tone skin, it does a really nice job of brightening the under eye. Now today, I actually have some pretty decent dark circles under my eyes. I didn't really sleep very well last night. I didn't really sleep very well the night before. So I feel like the combination of the Tower 28 concealer combined with this powder did a pretty good job of dealing with the dark circles under my eyes as well as the puffiness. So when it comes to this next favorite, I would definitely consider this an oldie but a goodie. This is the Victoria Beckham Future Lash Mascara. Now in the cutaway that I'm going to show you, I do believe I have a close-up of the brush of this mascara wand. I absolutely love the brush of this mascara. I really love a skinny brush because I like how skinny brushes allow you to get really close to the root of your lash. I like how skinny brushes lengthen lashes. I do like volumizing mascaras, but when it comes to volumizing versus lengthening, I definitely prefer lengthening over volumizing mascaras. And I like how skinny brushes do such a nice job of lengthening lashes and allow you to get in between your lashes. So for me, I'm all about the skinny brushes. And also with this brush, I don't know what it is about it, but it feels very gentle on the lashes. It almost feels like it's hugging your lashes in a very gentle way. That's the best way I can describe it. So anyway, on the last purchase that I made from Victoria Beckham, I decided to go ahead and get another one of these. Even though I love the It Cosmetics Tightline Mascara so much, that is definitely my everyday mascara. I realized I was missing this mascara. I decided to go ahead and get it again. So obviously this one made it onto my favorites list over these last couple of months. Another makeup item that I have really been loving is the latest launch from Salt New York. So the newest launch is their mood lighting, and I love the color medium. Now they say that it's a blush and a highlighter, which I would agree with. You'll see me applying it very liberally, and you'll see just the beautiful highlight that it provides in addition to a really lovely blushy kind of bronzer type of color. Like I said, my color is medium. I also have light, and this is light right here in the mood lighting, and this is medium. And just to show you in terms of what else is in the pan, this is rust in the Radiant Cream, and this is gold in the Radiant Cream. So these are their highlighters in really beautiful colors. And then again, this is the mood lighting. This is medium and this is light. So just to reiterate, the texture of the mood lighting is very creamy. It blends very smoothly onto the skin. It feels beautiful on the skin. It just feels like you're putting a very nourishing skincare type of product onto the skin. It doesn't even feel like you're applying makeup. It's just beautiful. It's a very fun product to apply. And I think across the board, all the products invite you to play with them. I would say it's a very relaxed type of makeup line. And additionally, Kiki, the owner and creator of Salt New York, is a wonderful person. Her ethics are amazing. So I feel like it's a great brand to support. And anyway, back to the mood lighting. Beautiful product. Absolutely love it. Huge favorite of mine over these last couple of months. And then we're going to go ahead and close out the makeup section with lip products from Refy. I haven't ever spoken about Refy or anything from Refy, I don't think, because I've never really had anything from them aside from these lip products that I'm about to talk to you about. I have 3 of their lip glosses, and then I have 3 of their lip blurs. And obviously I've really been enjoying these products, or they wouldn't be in this video today. And the reason why I really like the lip gloss is because the texture is really amazing. I would say it's on par with the Eadem lip balm. It's just slightly thinner, but very on par with how much I really love the Eadem lip balm. Again, just a little bit thinner. That's the way I would compare those 2 products. And then in terms of the blur liners, I find them to be really easy to use because they are not fussy at all. I really do enjoy using lip liners, but it's not something I reach for on the day-to-day just because I'm usually in a bit of a hurry to get out the door. So I find that the blur lip liners are more forgiving. Obviously, they're blurring type of products, so you don't have to be super exact with the way you're lining your lips. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the swatches. I'm going to start with the first Refy lip gloss that I got, and that is Taupe. And this is a light cool brown. And I have been reaching for this almost daily. I really love this color. And then next up is Rosewood. This is a warm medium pink. And then the last one I have is Sepia. And this is a dark chestnut brown. And then let's do the blur liners. This is Opal. And Opal is a light medium pink. And then next up is Mauve. And Mauve is a medium deep pink. And then next up is Stone. And Stone is a light nude. So on the cutaway, you're going to see me apply two combinations. First, I'm going to apply Opal and Rosewood, and I chose Rosewood because taupe is just so light. I just did not think that that was going to show up on camera. So you'll see me applying Opal. And this is the one that I reach for the most in terms of just day-to-day type of lip liner. And I really do like using Opal and taupe just as a daily lip look, but I did want to show you Opal and then Rosewood on top, just because I wanted you to see what the pigmentation looked like. And then secondly, you'll see me combining Stone with Sepia. And Sepia is quite dark, and I didn't apply that much because if I overdo it, then it really does get a little bit too dark and cool, in my opinion, for my skin tone. So I usually just do one layer of Sepia. And that is what I still have on my lips right now. And I will apply just a little bit more, just so that you can see, because I have been talking quite a bit. And I really do like Sepia, actually. I just have to be a little bit careful when it comes to really cool tone dark browns, because if I go a little overboard, I feel like it does start to wash me out. But I think applied moderately, it is a really beautiful color. But I think you can kind of tell that if I start to go too dark and too cool on my lips, it will start to wash me out. But I think the amount I have on right now is just about the limit of what my comfort zone is of wearing a very dark, cool toned lip color. But let me just wrap up my thoughts when it comes to these Refy products. When it comes to comparing the Refy lip glosses to the Eadem lip balms, I will say that I do find the Refy taupe to be a color that I can reach for on the day-to-day. I love reaching for taupe when I don't need to worry about using a mirror. It's not highly pigmented. It's just kind of that Your Lips But Better. I would say taupe and rosewood are kind of along those lines. Whereas the Eadem lip balms are pretty intensely pigmented. So I reach for those when I definitely want to have pigment in my lip balm / lip gloss product. I absolutely love the feel and the texture of the Eadem lip balms. I think they are absolutely amazing, but I would say from Eadem, the clear one is my favorite. I use that one pretty much every night before I go to bed. That's the one I reach for when I really want an amazing, nourishing lip product on my lips. But I do think the Refy ones have a little bit more variety when it comes to colors. And so I just think that there's more to reach for when it comes to, you know, do you want something really deep and dark and saturated like Sepia, or do you want something that's really toned down like taupe, and then lots of choices in between. So I do think the Refy does have a little bit more in its offerings, and I would love to see Eadem come out with more colors because I do love that formulation, but I also really do love the Refy formulation as well. I think they're very much on par with each other, but I will say I don't know as if the Refy has a clear one or one without any pigmentation. So would love to see them come out with a clear one if they don't have that already. And just to wrap up about the lip blurs, like I said, I really love the ease of use. I really like how they're not fussy. I love the idea of a blurring lip liner. It really goes with my philosophy around non-fussy makeup, just ease of use, can just throw it on really quickly, not have to worry about it being super perfect. One thing though to mention about it is with every single one of them, when I first got them out of the box and I pulled the cap off, the actual stick flew out of the packaging. And so what I had to do is put it back in and then press it down really hard. Now, it has not been an issue since then. Once I put the stick back in, pressed it down very firmly, gently but firmly, it has not been an issue. But I have noticed that other reviewers had the same issue. Now, I don't know what the deal is with that. Obviously, that should not be happening. Hopefully, Refy has been getting the reviews and they will fix the situation, but I will say I don't think that is a reason to not buy it. It's an easy fix, but it should not be happening. And then in terms of longevity, I would say it has moderate longevity. It's not one of those products that's going to last through breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would say probably if you apply it in the morning, you're going to feel like you need to reapply it maybe after lunch. That's why I would say it's got about moderate lasting power, which in my book is fine. I don't mind reapplying it after about 4 or 5 hours. That's fine in my book. All right, so I feel like I've been talking long enough about makeup, and I really want to get into the skincare items that I have that I've just been loving over these last couple of months. The first one I want to talk about is a brand called Emma Lewisham. Hopefully I'm saying her name correctly, but I have really been loving her Illuminating Oil Facial Cleanser. Now, this is a oil to milk formulation, so this emulsifies off with water, and it is really, really beautiful. First off, I really love the smell. I can smell it a little bit from the pump here. It has a little bit of a neroli scent. It's kind of reminiscent to the oil cleanser from Tata Harper. Not a total dupe, but pretty similar. So if you like the scent of that, you would really like the scent of this. So this has beautiful oils in it. It's got camellia oil, organic chia seed oil, rosehip seed oil, macadamia oil. It also has neroli absolute in here. So that's why there's a little bit of neroli, but not super heavy on the neroli. It also has flower enzymes in here that provide a gentle exfoliation. So overall, I've been really impressed with this oil cleanser. I'm really picky when it comes to oil cleansers because I really want to have that texture that is thick enough to provide a really nice massage that doesn't break down too quickly, because some oil cleansers are just too thin. So as soon as you start doing your massage, it just feels like it's breaking down a little bit too quickly. I like to do a good minute of facial massage while everything's breaking down on my skin, like makeup or SPF or whatever I have on my face, dirt, grime, sweat, what have you. So this one I feel like really holds up to a nice facial massage. So that really impressed me. Obviously the scent impressed me. I'm really enjoying the scent. And then I like that it rinses off nicely with water, but it also doesn't leave your face squeaky clean. Obviously, I'm not going to enjoy that. But I also like the fact that you still have a sense of the nourishing ingredients on your face. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but I really like that feeling. So that's why I really like the Live Botanical Cleansing Oil a lot. And this one is similar to that one as well. So I really like it. I really like the packaging. I think the purple bottle is really pretty. I do think this is an interesting brand to keep your eye on. It's carried at Credo. So if you like to shop at Credo, then I would definitely take a peek at this brand. They also have this really beautiful eye cream. This is their Skin Reset Eye Cream. And this is one of those dispensing mechanisms where you press down and then you swipe it off when the product comes out. And you really don't need very much. So I just press down very lightly because that is actually a little bit too much even that just came out. You don't need that much to put under both of your eyes. And the texture of this is what has really made me fall in love with this product. So a lot of times with under eye cream products, it tends to migrate into my eyes, which drives me crazy. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has that pet peeve. So this just really stays put. It is a very sturdy eye cream. So wherever you place it, it is going to stay there. And so I really, really appreciate that. And it has been formulated to help brighten dark circles, smooth puffiness, and even skin tone. It has liposomal CoQ10 and caffeic acid, which are going to help fight against free radicals. It also has ceramides in it, which of course help with the skin barrier. And then in terms of the overarching philosophy of this skincare brand, they want to help the skin repair itself. So in this particular eye cream, they have a complex that is going to trigger the skin's innate repair mechanism. And this is a plant-derived human tripeptide, which contains glycine, histidine, and lysine. And in this eye cream, this plant-derived tripeptide also has caffeic acid. So it's a hybrid molecule that I believe is proprietary to this eye cream. So anyway, this eye cream is really amazing and I really like it because it is completely unscented, or if it is scented, it is incredibly mild, or I don't know, I just don't even really think it's scented at all, which I really, really appreciate, especially for an under eye cream. Now they did send me a couple of other products. There's a serum as well as a cream, and both of those are scented. And unfortunately, I don't think those scents are going to work out for me, but I will say that I am so happy that this eye cream is unscented. I absolutely love it. And then the scent on this one is really, really beautiful. It just smells, like I said, very mildly of neroli, and the scent dissipates very quickly. Unfortunately, with those other two products, the serum and the cream, the scents are quite tenacious and they do last for quite a while. So I just don't think those are going to work out for me. I'm going to keep testing them and I'll talk to you about them more later, but unfortunately those are quite scented for me. So just be aware of that if you are checking out the Emma Lewisham brand, that some of the other products are on the highly scented side. And then last but not least, I do need to mention the Eadem Cashmere Peel. This has appeared in a monthly favorites in the past, but I just had to mention this again, and I will do it very quickly because I just love the Eadem Cashmere Peel so much. This has lactic acid in it, azelaic acid in it. I love azelaic acid. It's an amazing ingredient. Just to say that it is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. It also has tranexamic acid, which is going to help with discoloration. It helps brighten the skin, and it actually helps prevent the formation of dark spots. It also has gluconolactone. Now, gluconolactone I have mentioned a couple times in some recent videos. This is a polyhydroxy acid, which is a large molecule, so it's going to provide gentle exfoliation as well as being an excellent humectant, not too dissimilar to lactic acid. And the texture of this is very similar to a Korean essence. So it's got a very milky texture. And I love it. I love using this product at nighttime. It feels luscious on the skin. It feels so hydrating, so moisturizing. No scent, absolutely unscented for those of you who appreciate that like I do. And similar to the Lil Fox Dewy Bean Dream, when I use this at nighttime, I wake up in the morning and my skin is just super glowy. I really, really love this product. I can't rave enough about it, and that's why I just needed to put it on this monthly favorites list one more time, because I think it's very reasonably priced for how efficacious this product is. And when I was getting ready to do this video, I was on their website last night just reviewing the ingredients, and I saw that they are having a limited offer. So right now, when you purchase this, you get a free mini cloud cushion with your order of the Cashmere Peel. So the cloud cushion is a moisturizer. I've actually never tried it before. It's definitely on my wish list. So I can't speak to what the cloud cushion is like, but you would get a chance to try it if you purchase this. I don't know how long this limited offer is running for, but I just thought I would throw it out there if you are intrigued by the Eadem Cashmere Peel. All right, so that does it for my favorites from January and February. I feel like this video turned out to be a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. So if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate your time so much. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would do so. And if you are a perfume fan, go check out my second channel and subscribe over there. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.